So today I will be showing you how to update your Minecraft server to version 1.20. The Trails and Tales update has only just been released, but everyone is already updating their Minecraft to this new version. And of course, the next logical step would be updating your server. Well, I got good news for you, as PaperMC has just released their first stable Minecraft 1.20 build, meaning that you can now update your paper server to version 1.20 and experience the Sniffers together with your friends like never before. So today, I'm gonna be showing how to do that. Now before we start, do make sure to leave a like, also press that subscribe button, click on the notification bell, and make sure to join my Discord server. We're trying to hit the 1500 members and we're literally almost there, so joining would actually mean a lot. And without any further ado, let's dive right into this. Now before we're actually gonna start updating the server, there are a few things I should tell you. First of all, Minecraft 1.20 has literally just released. Now Paper might be labeling this as a stable version, but still, it is very new. There could still be some bugs inside of this new paper version. And because of that, it is highly recommended to make a backup of your server before actually updating, as of course you don't want to lose any data. Now the second important thing is that because 1.20 has just came out, not all plugins will already support this new version. Because of that, when you update your server, you first have to make sure that all the plugins you use on your server already support this new 1.20 version. Otherwise, you will not be able to use them. Now it is important that you check this beforehand, because after you've actually started your server in version 1.20 at least once, it is very hard to go back. Minecraft worlds have some kind of lock on them that when you start them in a newer version, they refuse to boot up in an older version. So when you start your server at least once in 1.20, it will be very hard to go back to 1.19. This is one of the reasons we will be making a backup, and also why you should check beforehand if the plugins you want to use are actually compatible with 1.20 yet. Now with all that out of the way, let's go and update our server. So the first thing you want to do is click on the link in the description of this video that will take you to the PaperMC website. Over here you simply want to locate the downloads button. After that you want to choose for paper, and then over here you can just click on the big download button here at the top where it says paper 1.20. Now currently for me it says build 10 here. By the time you're watching this video it will probably say a higher number. Just make sure to always download the newest one, as it is probably the most stable. So just click on this big button, wait for a little bit, and there you go. Paper 1.20 is downloading. Now from here on out, the process of updating your server might work a little different depending on where you're hosting your Minecraft server. So I'm hosting my Minecraft server at AlienHost, who is a partner of the channel, and if you want to check them out, I will leave a link down below as well as a promo code so you can save yourself some money on getting a Minecraft server. But if you're hosting your Minecraft server at another hosting company, this might all look a little different. Also, if you're hosting your Minecraft server on your own PC, it will look very different. So because of that, I will be showing you how to do this on a server host that uses Pterodactyl, like AlienHost, and also how to do it on your own PC, as that process will actually be a bit different. So let's start off with the server host. Now because we want to make sure we don't lose any data, you should make a backup first. Now making a backup at a hosting company can actually be done in two ways. The first method will be selecting all your files and then clicking on archive. By doing that, you will get a zip file that contains your whole server. Now most hosting providers also provide a backup option. So for AlienHost, it will be on the left of your screen. There will be a button called backups. When you click on there, you will simply be able to create a backup by clicking on create backup. Then just give it a name like backup 1, and then you just have to hit the start backup option and your whole server will be backuped. Now after creating a backup, we want to replace our server file. Now with AlienHost it is just called server.jar. This might be called different for you. I've seen a lot of different names at a lot of different hosting companies, but most of the times it is a pretty simple and memorable name. Also, it will most likely be the biggest file inside of your folder. So you can see it is 40 megabytes, which isn't big, but the rest is just like 137 bytes or 1.42 kilobytes. In other words, very small. The biggest file will probably be your server file. So what you want to do is remember that name and then delete it. So just select it, delete, yes. And then we're gonna drag our paper file inside. So this is the paper 1.20 file we just downloaded. And there it is. Now we just wanna rename it so that it's called server.jar. Click on rename. Our server has successfully been updated to version 1.20. Now most hosting companies also have a startup section. Over here you will be able to change some of that information. So currently the server will start up in 1.19.4. The server file is called server.jar, so you can actually edit it if you want to. And then the build number, which is currently set to latest. So because I've uploaded my own file, I actually don't have to worry about this. But if you want to be certain, you can always change this to 1.20, so then it will load a 1.20 version anyway, even if you reinstall the server. By the way, if you want to reinstall the server, you can simply go to settings, and then over here it says reinstall. When you do this, it will delete the current server.jar file and replace it with a new server.jar file, depending on the variables you have specified here. Now the next thing you want to do is just simply start your server. And like you can see, it says it here, starting a Minecraft server in version 1.20. Now do please note that updating this server will not automatically update all of your plugins. So you will still need to do that manually. Now because we now started this server once in version 1.20, it will be hard going back to 1.19, as your Minecraft server might just refuse booting up. So if you now join your server and you figure out that a lot of plugins you want to use are not working correctly, you could reload that backup. Now next, let me show you how to do this on your own PC. So if you're running a Minecraft server locally, the process will be pretty much the same, but it can be a little bit different, which is why I want to point it out. So making a backup is of course the same. You just want to select all of your files and copy them to another folder. Or you're gonna select all of your files and just right mouse click, compress to a zip file. Just store it somewhere safe so you can easily reload it if necessary. Okay, so let's update the server. You can actually launch a local server in two ways. You can either just double click the paper file to launch it, or you can create a start.bat file or run.bat file, whatever you've called it. It can literally be called anything, but if you're a person who did this, then you know who you are. So if you're a person that just double clicks the paper.jar file, then you're in luck. For you, it will be extremely easy. The only thing you will have to do is drag in the brand new paper 1.20 file and double click it. When you now double click this file, you will be ready to go. Your server will start in version 1.20 and you can look for sniffers or something like that. Now, if you use a start or run.bat file, then you will have to do one more thing. So when you select your .bat file, right mouse click, then click on show more options, at least when you're on Windows 11, and then click on edit, you will see what the file actually contains. Now this very small piece of code is basically saying, hey, start a Minecraft server with 8 GB of RAM, and this is the file you should be opening, which is that paper 1.19.3 file. Now we want to make sure that it opens this file. So what you want to do is simply copy the name of the paper file, including the .jar, and then here in the .bat file, you just want to replace this name. So there we go. Now it will start that new paper 1.20 file and you're good to go. So simply save it. And after that, you can just start your bat file. You can also just double click your paper file and it will work as well. But I know that this method doesn't work for some of you. So that's why I'm also showing the .bat method. So now we can just double click. Our server will open. It's downloading for a bit. And there we go. Perfect. Now after that, you can join your server and you will be able to go and look for sniffers or Cherry Grove Biomes or whatsoever. Your server is now in version 1.20. Now before doing anything crazy, make sure to type /plugins in game and see if all your plugins are actually compatible. So you can see that Essentials, Essential Spawn, Graves and Luck Perms are all still working. They at least appear green here. Now that doesn't mean they're working perfectly because they're still in a 1.19 version. I can still use Essentials commands like /fly for example. But some things might just not work perfectly because the plugin I'm using is made for Minecraft 1.19. Now Terraform Generator, like you can see, just appears red, meaning it has been disabled, just like World Edit and World Guard. So to be able to use these plugins again, you will actually have to check the official pages and see if the plugin has already been updated to 1.20. You can download the new version, install it on your server, and you will be ready to go. If it's not though, then you will need to make a decision. You will either have to remove the plugin, shut down down your server until the developer finally updates their plugin, which I would not recommend, or you reload the backup and continue playing on 1.19.4 until eventually all the plugins you want to use are updated. Now, one thing I just quickly want to say is please don't go and email plugin developers to update their plugin faster. If you're using a plugin of an active developer, I'm sure they're working very hard getting it updated to 1.20 as soon as they can. But I can tell you, if it's a popular plugin developer, they've already gotten 500 messages of people asking them when is the 1.20 update coming out. Like I said, they're working on it. They're trying to update their plugin as fast as they can, but please don't stress them out by sending them a message. Just let them be, wait for the update, and download it as soon as it's available. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully I helped you out. If I did, make sure to leave a like. Also press that subscribe button, click on the notification bell. You would really help me out by doing that. You actually would. Also, don't forget to join my Discord server. Link will be down below. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.